Some blokes like a big brawl. I like to operate in the shadows. Something like you mean. Then at the top. I need reinforcements. Good one. Rush him. Damn down.
I believe this plate is of Easterling manufacture. The ceramic and the style of decoration is a sort unknown to me or anyone I've shown it to. I know that the Easterlings from beyond the Sea of Rune have never been friends to Gondor, and their war chariots and wing wagons are fearsome indeed. But I should like to meet one up close when battle is not at hand. No matter how fierce they are, they're still men, not Uruks or other minions of the Dark Lord.
The Easterlings, stranger even than the Haradrim of the south.
But just as vulnerable to entreaties from Sauron.
Die! I see it! The Rangers!
He called me his pet, and I indulged him. He praised my hunger, though he called it passion. We were as one. Now I live in darkness at the edges of his empire. I explore the web of fate, a silent witness to his growing power, his everlasting dominion. It is time for me to come into the light.
A spider always lies in wait.
But for what?
Wait! What was that? You'll never get away!
Noab.
You've been halfway! The Ranger! Crush him! Watch me!
The elves esteem delicate finery in all their arts, and the crystals in this artifact glow softly, even in a pitch-black room. I know this firsthand because I'd often sneak into the Great Hall and read by crystal light when everyone thought I was safely in bed.
Finest crystal found in roughest Mordor. Fascinating.
Surprised the orcs didn't smash it just to hear the sound.
Did you hear that? So find it!
Iria.
There! The car! Come at him! Above us! I've got you now! Get behind him! Help me find the top! You'll know it now! You're not
To an orc, grog is strong drink for their bellies, but it's also medicine for their wounds, and so combustible that it may even be fuel for their war machines. Few Gondorians dare drink it, lest we start to behave like the orcs. Still, it is worth studying. Baranor has some ideas about a poison that, when mixed with grog, can disable or even kill the strongest orc.
Oof, this grog smells foul.
Ah, but to an Uruk it is ambrosia. Fuin.
Watch out there. It's something. that noise? Every spider I see, I'm turning it. I'll skin you alive. You like this? Look, the wall! Somebody sneak.
The Sea of Nurn is home to beasts we can scarcely comprehend, but from time to time, clues about their existence wash up on the shore. Our patrols found this fossilized squidbeak years ago. If it is proportional to the smaller squids that fishermen sometimes catch, the sea creature would be several 100 feet long. Such a monster is the stuff of nightmares, proof that this world hides horrors far worse than the orcs.
What a beast this must have been.
And I doubt it was the last of its kind.
You maggots lost it?
Minas Ithil never had the grand dramas and pageantry of Minas Tirith itself, but we had simple arts like music to give us the solace of home. When all around us lies in shadow, a simple folk song or pleasing dance was a ray of sunshine. I wonder if such music will ever be heard again.
You know, I'd always meant to learn the lute.
Your hands aren't meant for music, Talion. They have a more serious purpose.
We run into any spiders, we need to stick together. Will you stop that? Did you hear? Oh! I've seen it! After it! Die! Huh?
By reading the history and peoples of Gondor, every child receives countless lessons in our realm's history, our kings and heroes, our battles and triumphs. Doubly so for those of us who grew up on Gondor's frontiers. The teachers meant well. They were trying to inspire us. But all the tales of Gondor remind us how exposed we were to the threat of Mordor.
Gondor's history. Triumph in one chapter, despair in the next.
Concern yourself with the chapter yet unwritten.
Caw. He's doing that for hours. I came out here to make Oi! There's the ranger! Get him! Rush him! Something to... Up on the wall! It's the tar! You bleed!
I flew from ruin, and made a home for myself in the caves. I was here before the first stone of Barad-dûr, and I will survive its fall. I have come to enjoy the darkness. My brood has grown. They extend my reach to Mirkwood and beyond. They bring me gifts, as others have. In this way, I will remain Shield, become the last of my kind.
She wishes an empire of her own.
I sense she has had her fill of empire building.
Wish that little cop. Did you hear that? It's the tar!
Gondor's preferred order of battle with variations is a chart depicting how an army should be organized, from the frontline infantry to the cooks and teamsters in the rear. Whenever I study it, I'm amazed at what it takes to send an army to war. Details down to the number of cobblers and farriers for each column of soldiers. Such matters of supply seem mundane, until you're under siege, desperately fighting on quarter rations. Then, you're eager to pay attention to logistics.
The structure of Gondor's... From general to foot soldier.
A structure the orcs will cast down the moment they set foot in Gondor.
You hear thunder the other night? What thunder, Lord? That was Mount Doom going kaboom! I don't like the sound of that! I see the ranger! Did you hear that? Blood and fire!
Padrol.
The Tark's wounded! Finish him! You're dead! Keep him surrounded! Get out there and find him! Kill the Tark! Something just moved.
Oh, how they love the darkness.
Soon they will drown in my light.
After gone far, find it! Shoot! Did you hear that? We've an intruder! Yeah! I've got him in! Me! Flash!
Carl.
Crimson! Allow me to escort you to a world of most exquisite agony.
Come face me, Tark!
Keep him off, Valley! You've sealed your own doom!
Take that right now!
This artifact, a chunk of moonstone, was our last acquisition before the orcs came. A scout found it still smoldering out in the fields where it fell to earth from the moon overhead. I am far from superstitious, but even I wonder whether this bit of fallen moonstone was meant to serve as an ill omen for the disaster that followed.
An ill omen from the skies.
Minas Ithil was doomed long before this moonstone fell to earth.
He's up on the wall! I am your doom! From the side! Try to counter, Ranger!
Disarm him! Tark's got to grow!
Look! Up there! Somebody's sneaking around! It's your end! So you're always so jumpy! The Tark is chasing me down!
Some orcs are self-styled marauders who crave riches more than other orcs. Greed, not bloodlust, motivates them, and unlike most other orcs, they wear jewelry such as this ring to mark their status. We obtained this ring from a dead marauder, so we've no idea of its history, though it seems Numenorian. If only we knew where the marauders find treasures like this ring. There's so much we could learn.
A ring of Numenor.
And a well-crafted one, by the standards of men.
Did I just hear something?
It's easy to dismiss the orcs as brutish, but that demeanor masks a cunning and cruelty well suited for warfare. Their weapons likewise seem brutish, but make no mistake, they know their purpose. One sharp blow to the head will split your skull, whether it comes from Gondorian steel or orcish pig iron.
This mace is far older than what we usually find on the battlefield.
I doubt the orc who stole it knew of its heritage.
You useless glob! Filthy tongue! Did you hear?
Can't just be the wind.
I chose the form of a spider because I wanted to walk the web of fate, to weave its strands. The Dark Lord chose something else. He chose a shell of cold, dark steel. He became a machine.
From the beginning, Sauron was a creature built for war.
Then it falls upon us to undo him.
The big spider's a danger, true enough. But the turns me blood cold. I don't like the smoke. Easy! Get in! We need smoke. Wait. Look, you dumb rats! Come on, fight me! Under him!
fine. Whatever's out there. Found anything yet? First, it'll be the play, then the feasting. I've got him! Not fair! Can't have gone far. Find him! See, next time I see him, I'll get away again. I see the ranger!
Wonder how you get stuck.
Even worse there. Oh, I know. I just want to avoid it.
The last king of Gondor, Eonar, challenged the Witch King himself in the heart of Angmar. Armored for war, not ceremony, he left his crown behind when he rode to his fate. We hold it in trust for the day when a king of Gondor will return to wear it, though we need a future king with enough sense not to confront the Witch King alone.
This crown is worthy of a king.
Ah, but your people have spurned their kings, have they not?
I see the ranger! Yeah, that's how it's done! These are weapons, not shovels! Somebody's sneaking around! Right in!
Nothing.
You will fall! Break his arms! I see it. Oh. What was that noise? What? Did you hear that? Look. Something just moved!